and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, happy new year. I cannot believe it's like 2019 already, which means next year is 2020. And isn't that just one of those like futuristic years that they spoke about in movies like years and years and years and years and years ago, of like this unimaginable time zone? But for the first video, I did want to get this up before the new year, but I was just awaiting on a few products to arrive, but you guys told me to wait and just wait till they arrive so I can include them all. But today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing a full face of the most googled makeup brands of 2018. Now, I'm basing this off an article that was done by Refinery21, which I've left in the description down below. Not obviously 100% sure how accurate it is, considering there were definitely a few brands that I think should have been on the list that aren't. I wonder if you can guess already. There were some brands that I was not surprised that were on there, and then there were some brands that I was surprised I'd never even heard of them. So if you actually have heard of them, then tell me a little bit more about them down below. I will obviously explain which ones they are as I go through. But before we jump into the list, it is post notification bell shout out time, and the first notification bell shout out for 2019 goes to Yas EB, who says, can't wait to watch this, hope you had a lovely Christmas. Rachel, notification bell is on and always love you so much. Thank you so much. I can't wait for the rest of the year with you guys and for you guys to see what I have in store. So I think what I'm going to do is just go through the list and then we can jump into the tutorial using all of the brands here. So let's go ahead and get started. Because the brands in order aren't going to be the order that I use them on my face. So I feel like I'm going to go through them, talk to you a little bit about them in case you don't know of them yet. So if you're not interested in that, I'm going to put a little like skip to on the screen now, and that will just be where the makeup tutorial starts. But if you want to hear about the brands, then here we go. So number 10 is Lilly lashes. Now, I am sure you guys have heard of Lilly lashes. I've used them hundreds of times on my channel. I'm sure all of your favorite beauty influencers have used them hundreds of times. Celebrities use them all the time. I'm pretty sure they're like the #1 celebrity lash band. They are a false lash brand that you can use up to like 25 times, created by Lilly Gallici, who is like gorge. The styles range from super voluminous to kind of natural lash extension looking lash, which is why I'm so obsessed with them. A few of my favorite styles are like Mykonos, which are super full, Miami, which were made really popular by Kylie Jenner, I think. Classic. But they are so good. Like I said, you can use them up to like 25 times, so they're definitely worth the money. I'm a little bit surprised that they're kind of a very like googled brand of 2018, because I feel like they've been around for a while, but I feel like 2018 was kind of when a lot of hot celebrities were using them and really put that brand on the map. Number 9 was of course the queen, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Anastasia obviously started out as just brows, but over the past year of 2018 has come out with so many different makeup products, really extended the brand. So I'm really not surprised that she's on the list. If anything, I'm surprised that she's number 9. But obviously she came out with loads more eyeshadow palettes, face palettes, glitters, lip products, all of that kind of stuff. I am so excited to see what she brings in 2019, because you know it's going to be epic. Now, number 8 is a brand called Shiseido or Shiseido. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese brand which is slightly more higher end. It's like makeup, skincare, all of that good stuff. I feel like they are on this list because they went under a massive revamp this year of all new makeup in really like sleek matte black packaging. I think before it used to be like kind of their skincare was like all glass and red and all of that kind of stuff, but now it's like sleek and black with little hints of red in it, which I really like. We've got some fun products to try by them, so I'm kind of excited to see, because that's kind of a brand that I'd heard of but not really heard of, so I'm kind of surprised that it's on the list. But I think it's because of the new packaging and the revamp, people were interested. So if you guys want to see what they have, then stay tuned. Number 7 was L'Oreal, and I'm not really surprised at this one because L'Oreal is an umbrella of so many products. There's L'Oreal hair, L'Oreal makeup. Not only is L'Oreal its own company, like I said, makeup and hair, but L'Oreal is also like the parent company, if you will, of so many other brands like NYX, Garnier, Essie nail varnish, all of those kind of brands. So I'm not surprised that it's made it to the list, and I'm pretty sure they are renowned for their like mascaras and stuff like that. So I'm definitely not surprised that they are on this list, and I love their foundations as well. They have some breakthrough foundations which we are going to be using today. So Yay, L'Oreal. Now, next on the list is a brand, again, I'm actually not surprised because there was a lot of hype around them this year, and that is Milk Makeup. I feel like we were just starting to get excited about Milk Makeup at the end of last year, and then I feel like they're cool sort of like stick primers, and people were starting to use them in Instagram videos because they look really cool. Probably made people Google them, and then at the end of this year, didn't they come out with a Kush mascara or something? So again, products that people are gonna want to be searching about, super interesting, really kind of like indie brand, I feel like. So I'm like proud of them for being on like the top 10 Googled makeup brands of 2018. Number 5 is Mother. It is Pat McGrath. Again, kind of not surprised about this brand because her stuff is insane. It's kind of like really hard to get hold of if you live in the UK, so the makeup is so good. I've had the pleasure of experiencing it when I've gone to America and swatched it in Sephora. Her Instagram as well is just, her Instagram videos, if you've seen them, are just captured so beautifully. Everything is so sparkly, and just, she produces the makeup that you want on your face, and she can just do any sort of look. So again, I'm kind of not surprised at this one. I don't know if you guys are, because I've actually tried her stuff. If you haven't tried it, then maybe this will like inspire you to do a little Google yourself and investigate. She's like just such a renowned makeup artist anyway, so no shocker there. Now, number 4 is a brand that I had never heard of. It is a brand called Thrive Cosmetics. No spelling mistake there, that is how you spell it. They are a vegan, cruelty-free, sulfite and paraben-free brand, I think that's what it is. And this company is super special because they are like on a mission to change the way that beauty products are produced by creating products with like free of all the bad stuff that I just mentioned. And also every purchase from Thrive Cosmetics delivers funds, products and services to charitable causes, which is amazing. And apparently just recently they donated $25,000 to help those affected by the California wildfires, which I think is amazing. So definitely a brand worth investigating. I cannot wait to try their stuff. They kindly sent me some stuff for this video, but like I said, I'd never heard of them before, and I love discovering new brands with such amazing people behind it and just like mentality behind it in terms of what they stand for. So I'm excited to try. Number 3 is Makeup Revolution. You guys know I love Makeup Revolution. 2018 has been their year. At the beginning of the year, they came out with the Conceal and Define Concealer, which I feel just really had a snowball effect for them. It really put them on the map with their high quality but low price products that you can get from the drugstore, or obviously if you're from America you can get them from Ulta. In the UK we can get them from like Boots, Superdrug, anything like that, because they're super affordable. They literally do everything, skincare, makeup. They've just done hair stuff. I think they have loads of kind of like sister brands as well, like Revolution Pro, Obsession, that kind of thing. So there's really is something for everyone in that brand. So again, really not surprised that they are so high up on the most Googled list. I really feel like 2019 is going to be an amazing year for them, bringing out amazing products. I cannot wait to see, and I cannot wait for you guys to see as well. Number 2 on the list is another kind of brand slash makeup artist like Pat McGrath, but it is Charlotte Tilbury. Now, this kind of surprised me because I thought there would be other brands on there, because Charlotte Tilbury's been around for ages and I didn't know if there was like much of a hype going on. But Charlotte Tilbury was the official sponsor of Victoria's Secret fashion show this year, so maybe that's why, because they all obviously just look stunning, and everyone always wants to recreate what the Victoria's Secret models look like because their makeup is just insane. I feel like her staple might be her Pillow Talk, like everything. She came out with like lipstick, blusher, started from a lip liner, I think, all of that kind of stuff. Her highlighters are amazing as well, and it's really just kind of like celebrity-esque makeup. It is on the higher end, but I don't feel like it's too out of reach. I feel like it's nice to just have like a little something Charlotte Tilbury. Her powders are amazing as well, which is one of the things that we're going to be using in this video. I also think maybe it's because it landed in Sephora this year, so it's now available for way more people, so that might have been why it's been searched for. Now, number 1 on the list is a brand I'd never heard of, and annoyingly, please don't hate me, I couldn't get their products for this video. I did try and reach out to them and they don't ship to the UK, so don't kill me. But I thought I would obviously talk to you about them. Can you guess what it is? It is a brand called Beauty Counter. Now again, I had never heard of them before, so I was a little shook that maybe like it wasn't Fenty or like Kylie Cosmetics or something like that. But it was Beauty Counter apparently. So as a brand, their mission is to deliver safe, non-toxic and effective products. So I feel like there's a little bit of a trend with some of these brands that have got like none of the bad stuff in them. There is like, you can see people are trying to be better in the makeup world. They have an award-winning mineral mist sunscreen, and I feel like the use of sunscreen before makeup has been huge this year, with influencers promoting how important it is, because it is. You guys, you need to protect your skin under makeup. We don't want those wrinkles ever. And when I looked at their products, their packaging kind of reminds me like Estee Lauder-esque, so kind of bougie. And I would love to try their products one day, considering they're the most googled. I'm like suddenly really intrigued to try them. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have tried Beauty Counter before, what your favorite products are by them, and if it makes sense that they are #1 on the list. I would love to know what you guys think. So now I have gone through the list of the most Google brands of 2018. Let me know what your thoughts were in the comment section down below. Let's have a little sound off. Were there people missing? Does it make sense? Should things be rearranged? Let me know in the comment section down below. But now, let's just begin with the makeup tutorial. Okay, so today I'm feeling like, just because of some of the products to be fair, and because I want to do something a little bit different, kickstart the new year, I'm listening to you guys. We're gonna go kind of minimalist and cool tone. I feel inspired by my jumper. But we are gonna go ahead and do the skin first, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this. This is the Blur Stick by Milk Makeup. I feel like these were the kind of products that put them on the map. They make priming so easy. This is obviously a mini one, because when I first bought this, I just kind of wanted to try it out at first. It really helps to smooth out pores, really just do different variations of this blur stick, and I feel like this one has a little bit of a glow to it. So not only does this blur and smooth out the skin, it adds a little bit of a glow under the makeup, which is kind of the look I'm going for in terms of skin today. I do have to say I love the way that blur stick makes my skin feel, and I haven't tried the just kind of like original blur stick, but this kind of glowy one has a really hydrating yet smoothing feel to, which I love. So on to a foundation, I thought I would go for something a little bit lighter in coverage today, and I'm going to go ahead and use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. Now what I love about this, it is super hydrating. It has like a really radiant finish, so I feel like it's going to work really well with this primer. It's super buildable as well if you wanted it to be slightly more full coverage, but L'Oreal have come out with some amazing foundations this year. But you guys said you wanted to see me use something a little bit more less full coverage, and this is definitely one of my favorite ones for that. I'm obviously a little bit more tanned at the moment, so I had to make sure that it matched. I will balance it out with my concealer, don't y'all worry. But you can see it has like the most gorgeous radiant finish to it. And if you don't necessarily need a lot of coverage, this is absolutely gorgeous, especially if you have more to normal dry skin. Now onto concealer. I wonder if you guys can guess which concealer I'm gonna use. The thing that kind of put them more on the map than they already were. This is the Revolution Conceal and... Can I say that? Conceal and Define Concealer. This is the bomb.com. Very sort of similar to Tarte Shape Tape in terms of applicator and the coverage kind of thing. Kind of what the comparison was. There were so many videos going, which one to get, because this one is freaking £4. So affordable, so full coverage and beautiful to blend. I'm using the shade 8.5, which is a really nice kind of medium brightening shade. I kind of love everything Makeup Revolution does, but this really did give them a good starting point. Literally, my under eye bags have just gone. I ain't gonna break the bank with this one. Now to set this all in place, I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Under Eye and Face Translucent Powder. Her pressed powders were amazing. Every celebrity makeup artist, whenever I would click to see their kind of product breakdown of what they've been using on their clients, it always said the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder. So when she brought out this translucent powder, I was so excited, and it definitely does not disappoint. It gives the most flawless finish. It doesn't feel cakey on the skin. I almost feel like there's a little bit of a glow to it as well, which I love, especially for all over the face, to make sure that it's set in place but still looks super natural. Moving on to bronzing the skin. This is the first time I'm going to be trying something from Thrive. Powder. Thrive Cosmetics. This is their Blur and Sculpt Bronzing Powder in the shade Rhea. I am so excited to try this. Not only am I obsessed with their like turquoise packaging, like it really stands out. The formula of everything looks so cool, and the fact that this says like blur and sculpt really intrigued me to use it. So let me know if you guys have used anything from Thrive Cosmetics, because this is my first time and I'm impressed. So this is definitely more on like the cooler tone side of things, but it really has just kind of like blurred and blended into my skin, and I feel like I went quite heavy with it because I wanted to build up colour, but it almost wouldn't let me go too heavy with it, which I've never seen from a bronzer before. So like I said, really impressed. So for blusher, I'm going to go ahead and use another product from Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Pillow Talk blusher. Her Pillow Talk shade range is definitely like her most popular / iconic shade range out of them all. It's like the most perfect medium nude, and you guys know I don't like to go too heavy with my blusher, so I like this, and I love the concept that it has a lighter and darker colour in the mix. So when you mix them together, it creates a really gorgeous shade and just the perfect flush of pink on the cheeks. It has a really gorgeous kind of like icy glow to it, which is perfect for this look because we are going to be doing like some silvery greyness, as you would have seen from the picture. So love that. But before we highlight the skin, I love to do my eyebrows, and again I'm going to be using another product from Thrive Cosmetics. These are their Infinity Waterproof Eyebrow Liners, and I'm going to be using the colour Audrey and Serena, one slightly lighter and one slightly darker. You guys know the drill when it comes to my brows. I just like to feather through the front with something lighter, but use the darker shade to do the tail where I have less hairs. I do always have an eyebrow tutorial linked in the description, and let me know if you guys want me to do an updated one. But with these products, I love a micro brow pencil, which is why I wanted to use these. They make things so easier and just look the most natural. Brows are done, and I have to say, really impressed with the pigment of these. They were a little bit too waxy for my liking, but I think that's just because they claim to be waterproof, and waterproof brow products do tend to be a little bit waxy, but the application of them was super easy, as you would have just seen. But now on to highlighting the skin, and it only makes sense to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Ultimate Glow Kit. Now she has come out with many a glow kit in the past, but it only makes sense to use the ultimate one, and I'm just going to take two of the lighter shades because we are going to be going for a more kind of icy cool tone look. But these glow kits are so good for travel. I always take these when I go traveling, and if you haven't got one yet, you definitely should. She has loads for you to choose from. So that is the skin complete, and now we can move on to the eyes. Okay, so for the eyes, you can see we're just going super cool tone, super minimal, super easy. So I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm actually going to take the Thrive Cosmetics bronzer and just pop that into my crease because it was super cool toned, and I didn't want any sort of dramatic crease colours going on. I just needed a little bit of depth, and I thought that this is kind of like, you know, the perfect product to do so. Then from Shiseido, I'm going to take their face, it's called their Aura Dew product. You can use this on your face, lips or eyes. I'm going to be using it on our eyes and lips today. It's like this gorgeous silver colour. It's like a sort of like cream to, or like a powder to cream formula, or cream to powder formula. I can never remember which way I'm trying to describe it. But I'm just going to take a flat brush from MAC, and this is their 242, which is like my favourite brush for applying products like this, and literally just put this all over my lid. I think I'm also going to just pop this underneath my eye as well, as something a little bit different in terms of a texture underneath my eye. Sorry, I could literally not do that on camera. I was like going down into the mirror, but now I'm just going to dip back into that snow shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit just to highlight my inner corner and make it super bright. Now for another product from Shiseido, I'm going to be using their Arch Ink Stylo Eyeliner Ink, which, look, it is the tiniest little nib I have ever seen, which means you can be so precise with this. And if you like doing detail work or really like precise wings, this is like amazing to do so with. Now again, eyeliner is one of those products I can never get on camera, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera really quickly, just because I feel like the fact that the nib is so small makes it so difficult. But just take my word for it, it was so easy to do, so easy to use, and I feel like this is gonna be one of my new favorite products. Okay, so the eyeliner is done, and now for mascara, I'm going to be using the Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. Now, when I read that as a description, of a mascara, I was like, I need to try it. And obviously, as you can tell by the packaging, this is also from Thrive Cosmetics, and I used it on this eye and I was so impressed. I really feel like this is going to be a go-to mascara for me. I'm not sure if you can see it so well because I've obviously done my eyeliner, but like I've just done my bottom lashes. Look how separated they are, and it's not clumpy at all. I could like really just keep building and building this up. I won't, obviously, because we are going to be applying false lashes, but this is 100% like the favorite thing, like of new thing that I've tried out of everything. That is so good. But now for lashes, obviously we're going to be using Lilly lashes, and these are in the style Miami. So I'm going to go ahead and pop them on and show you the finished eyes, and then we can move on to the lips. So these are the eyes complete. I was kind of a little bit annoyed at first. I was like, oh my god, the shadows like transferred everywhere, but it kind of makes it look a little bit more sort of chic and messy, but in like a good way. I love how the glitters kind of like spread a little bit, and I feel like these Miami lashes look different on everyone, but I love the way that they look with these eyes. But now let's move on to the lips. So for lips, I'm going to line my lips with the Mcgrath lip liner in Contour. I love this so much. It really is just a contouring lip liner. If you love to overline your lips, this is like the perfect shade to do so. Then for liquid lipstick, I'm going to go ahead and use an old classic and tie in with the grey cool tone theme. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Sepia liquid lipstick. I love the formula of her liquid lipsticks. There's some of my favourite liquid lipsticks of all time are by her, like Strip, Pure Hollywood, all that good stuff, and this is one of her cool tone ones, like I said, called Sepia. And just to finish it off, I kind of feel inspired. I saw my friend Amy's recent Instagram video where she did like black lips and then put like a silver shadow in the middle, so I feel like I want to do that to then really tighten with the eyes. So I'm going to go back in with the Shiseido Aura Dew whatever that you can use on the face, eyes and lips, and just press that in to the middle with my finger just for an added effect. So this is the finished makeup look using the top 10 most googled brands of 2018. Do you guys like the slightly cooler tone, spacey look? Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of this video and what you thought of the brands that made it to the list and what you thought of the products that I used, and if you've tried them before, just let's sound off in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Leave me also future video requests that you want to see in the comment section. I love knowing what you guys want to see. I really love how this look turned out, but stay tuned to the end of the video to watch more videos. I know you guys want to have a little stalk, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!